This is a mature intumescent cataract. Just after the incisions and staining the capsule, I'm doing my rexus with my bent 26 gauge needle. There is no egress of cortex, so pretty safe. There is hardly any chance of this capsule running out. The whole purpose of this video is just to ask a question as, is it really necessary to dogmatically remove all cortex? No need to hydrate or to do hydrodissection. I just go directly and start chopping this cataract. And with my sharp chopper, that's pretty easily done actually. When I say easily done, I didn't get the first chop. How I know I can do this? And that's a good chop. When you chop, you really need to see the posterior capsule. And once you can see that posterior capsule clearly, you know you've done a pretty thorough job. So just making adequate number of segments. This is a small rexus. I don't want to pull out a big piece through this. These cataracts are pretty easy to handle. So just removing all the segments. I don't even bother to switch to pulse. I'm still in continuous mode. My parameters basically are, I think it's around 40% phaco power and 400 millimeters vacuum and 40 ml flow rate. Very tempting to remove that with a phaco probe, but then I decided let me take it out with bimanual. And now look what has happened. This has actually formed a sheet. It's like a bowl actually. So I try as I may, it's just not, I'm not able to engage any of those the peripheral part of this bowl. So no other go. I very gently, and this is a, you have to do this carefully. Obviously, you shouldn't break the posterior capsule. Go under that thing and lift it up. Once that's done, it's pretty simple then. It's a pretty thick piece of cortex. Not easily, I'm not even able to hold it properly, leave alone aspirate it. Finally, I decide to switch hands, come from the other side, and that's most of it gone. But look at the periphery, and this is what I want people to concentrate. How much will you clean this periphery? There is a lot of cortex. Just look at that. There's still a lot. Sometimes if you are very aggressive with these capsules, you can actually cause a zonular dialysis. Here of course I'm going with my polishing parameters and just polishing off that capsule. That's done, but I know there is cortex in the periphery. I'm trying to bring that out. Just sweeping, trying to engage something and bring it out. This part, most of it is done. There, look at that. And these are pretty thick fibers. So I believe we have to be very careful. It's really not coming. It's better to leave it alone. However, since so far doesn't look like there is any zonular dialysis such, I am trying my best to bring out as much as possible. And having done one side, I go to the other side as well. And I have to be a little cautious. And sometimes if you're not too careful, you think you've got a whole lot of cortex, but it is actually the whole bag that you're bringing out. You have to be very, very careful what you pull. So I'm watching very carefully, trying to see the edge of my rexus, trying to see for any other signs that it could be the whole bag coming apart. And so far it looks like capsule. It looks like cortex. Beg your pardon. And this cortex, I'm not very comfortable leaving this sort of cortex within the bag, so I'm trying to take it out. But you really need a lot of patience for this. I'm at very low parameters actually. I'm not at very high parameters, and that's why it is taking time. And now the bag, I think, looks pretty clean. Go ahead, put in some HPMC. And inject my single piece hydrophobic IR. Trying to inject it directly into the bag doesn't always happen, especially with the small rexus. That looks like it's in the bag. Yeah, it's in the bag. So I just push that to one side. I want to clean up that muck behind. It's going too much to the periphery. Initially I thought, okay, let me not take too many chances, but that's a little bit of cortex there. I need to get that out, so go in and take it out. And once that's all done, I put in my intracameral antibiotic, hydrate the wounds, and conclude the surgery. Thank you so much for watching.